Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, May 17th.
It's a 75% increase in 5 years. And to me, it's a tax. I can't support this.
Palm Coast residents will be shelling out more cash to pay their stormwater bills. Amy Cherry has our lead story.
Council voted 3-2 to pass a 75% hike in stormwater fees over the next 5 years. Councilman Nick Kloufis inquired of Stormwater Director Carl Cote.
A lot of this is because of the end of life of our infrastructure, right?
Correct. And, if you recall from the presentation, we've had some major big failures on our roadways: Belterre, Seminole Woods, Rimfire, Whiteview. We have those failures. Not only is it more costly to go then replace those pipes because of the failures, you can have infrastructure damage to some of our utility system. So our failures are happening faster than we're either lining the pipes or replacing those pipes. And what's before you today is the bare minimum to maintain the system.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri voted for the increase on this condition.
For the next 5 years, we cannot do another raise like this on our residents because we will not be sitting in these chairs perhaps. And so I really do want to give some light at the end of the tunnel to our residents to let them know that this 75% increase will not happen again in the near future.
Vice Chair Ed Danko joined Councilwoman Kathy Hyder in voting no on the hike. Instead, he suggested the city tighten its belt.
Learn how not to waste money. People are feeling the pain at the pumps. They're feeling the grief at the grocery store. They're suffering still because of supply chain shortages. They have to go home and they have to adjust. They don't get a 75% increase in 5 years. I don't care if they're retirement benefits, Social Security, or if they're still working. They're not going to see that type of increase.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The Florida Speaker of the House and State Representative for Flagler County discusses legislation saving money for parents.
Paul Rutter says lawmakers passed a bill eliminating sales tax on baby and child necessities.
We say, well, look, while children are a blessing, not a burden, they cost more when you come back from the hospital. So we're going to say no more sales taxes on baby formula, baby strollers, baby diapers, all those things that run up the cost of raising a child.
Legislators also made a change to the state's child medical insurance program.
These kids that are on Medicaid, we have a kid care program that just charges them $10, $20 a month for their health care, and then they make $1 extra, their parents do, and they go up to $250 a kid. And so we had people that said, hey, can I sign an affidavit to turn down my job promotion so I can keep my kids' health insurance? So to be pro-worker, pro-family, we said, no, we're going to tier that out so that you don't go from, 0 to 250. You kind of graduate from 50 to 75 to 100 on the income ladder and spread that out a little bit so you don't immediately lose your benefits.
Learn more about the Kid Care program at floridakidcare.org. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
The largest independently owned fiber optic company is bringing the technology to Palm Coast.
MetroNet is announcing that ultra-high-speed multi-gigabyte fiber optic internet is now available to residents and businesses in Palm Coast. As MetroNet's service becomes available throughout Palm Coast, Mayor David Alfin is pleased.
MetroNet is holding our hand and leading us into the future so that we can promote and bring those businesses that require gig speed to our city.
Bill Gilliam is MetroNet's Florida General Manager.
Big difference about what we do, what's different about MetroNet is it's all fiber to the home. We're investing in the Palm Coast community by itself, $35 million in infrastructure.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The Special Operations Warrior Foundation in Tampa is not the only organization that benefits from the Lori Fund.
Frank Petruno said another place the fund helps is here in Flagler County.
Brave Aid is a Volusia and Flagler County military, and what they do is they help the veterans. And so we've donated $40,000 in 3 years to them.
Petruno said they pay bills for veterans, but pay them straight to landlords, utilities, and other vendors. Another place that Petruno said the Lori Fund gives is to the Jared Allen Home for Wounded Warriors. He said that Allen is a former NFL football player.
He has only a few employees, which we like, and they build homes for disabled veterans, handicap-accessible homes.
Lifeline is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, the volunteers of the Lori Fund. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.